Chapter 1. The Prism Within. The nature of a prism. A prism is an object that has the power to transform light by refracting it, bending the light in such a way that it breaks apart a singular beam into a spectrum of colors, revealing the many possibilities that were hidden within the original light. This process of transformation highlights the potential that exists within light, and metaphorically, it mirrors how each person, as a unique prism, takes in the energy of life and refracts it into thoughts, emotions, and actions that reflect their individual experience and perception. Just as light contains within it the potential for many different colors, so too does each person hold within themselves the potential for a broad spectrum of thoughts, emotions, and actions. The way light bends and splits within a prism depends on the properties of the glass, such as its angle and the type of light it is exposed to. Similarly, how each person processes and expresses life's energy is shaped by their own unique experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. These factors act as the angles and filters through which the energy of life is refracted, creating a personal experience that is different from anyone else's. The unseen potential within. A prism reveals the unseen potential within light. In the same way, every individual holds within them vast, untapped potential, qualities, capabilities, and strengths that may not yet be fully realized or expressed. Just as light, when passed through a prism, shows its multifaceted nature, every person holds the potential to bring forth a wide array of experiences, abilities, and expressions. When we become conscious of our own inner prism, we begin to uncover this hidden potential, allowing us to tap into new possibilities for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Just as there are colors beyond the visible spectrum that we cannot see with the naked eye, there are also beings and energies that exist beyond the spectrum of our ordinary awareness. These unseen forces interact with us in subtle ways, influencing our experiences and guiding us toward deeper understanding, if we are open to perceiving them. Expanding our awareness is like tuning in to a broader frequency, enabling us to sense and engage with these unseen aspects of existence. This potential is not just about what we can do, but how we can be. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are all expressions of the energy we receive and how we choose to refract it. Some of us may focus on a single color or frequency, perhaps only seeing the world through the lens of fear, joy, or sorrow, while others may experience a broader spectrum of emotional and mental states. The key to fully embracing our inner prism is to become aware of the full spectrum of possibilities within us and beyond us, learning how to shift and balance the energies we encounter in order to create a more harmonious and empowered reality. This idea of being a prism connects deeply to our ability to transform and reframe our experiences. Just as a prism takes in light and splits it into multiple colors, we take in energy from the world around us and transform it into thoughts, emotions, and actions. By becoming more attuned to the frequencies we receive and refract, and by letting go of what blocks the natural flow, we align ourselves with the potential for growth, healing, and personal empowerment. And so, just as a prism refracts light, splitting it into a spectrum of colors, people take in the energy of the world around them and refract it through their own unique experiences, emotions, and perspectives. Each individual is a prism, shifting the energy they receive into something different, depending on their internal filters, beliefs, past experiences, and emotions. This concept aligns with the double-slit experiment, where light behaves as both a wave and a particle, depending on whether it is observed. Before observation, light exists in a state of pure potential, like an unshaped beam. Once observed, it collapses into a defined state, a particle. Similarly, the way people observe the world and process energy impacts how they experience it. Observation collapses potential into a specific form,
Just as a person's attention, intention, and emotional state shape the potential of any given moment into a concrete experience. What people see in the world is influenced by their internal lens, just like a prism refracts light, and how the double-slit experiment demonstrates that observation influences reality. When we receive energy of any kind, mastering the self requires mindfulness in how we reflect or emit that energy based on our unique life path. By consciously choosing our responses, we gain greater control over our emotions and thoughts, ultimately shaping our reality. We are not our emotions, rather we are self-reflective beings who respond to environmental circumstances and past experiences. Many of us can become disqualified from reaching our fullest potential, not because of an external decree, but through our own perceptions and beliefs. We sometimes declare ourselves unfit for certain paths or opportunities, often due to the limitations we impose on ourselves. This self-imposed disqualification can be subtle, creeping in without our awareness, much like the slow buildup of shadows over a prism, preventing the full spectrum of our light from shining. When we allow these perceived limitations to dictate our actions, we inadvertently create infringements upon our own potential. These are not always clear-cut violations, but rather subtle restrictions that keep us from embracing the wholeness of who we are. It's as though external forces, society, expectations, past experiences, cast shadows, keeping us from the light of our true selves. And yet, it is through awareness and conscious choice that we can interrupt this process. By recognizing the quiet influences that try to shape our sense of self, we can begin to reclaim the power to see ourselves as we truly are, whole, capable, and unbound by past limitations. Reflections for the reader. As you embark on this path of self-discovery, consider these questions. Are you allowing your light to shine freely, or is it hidden behind shadows? What parts of your spectrum remain unseen or unexplored? In what ways can you refine your prism to reveal the full brilliance within? By embracing these reflections, you take a step toward aligning with your inner light and uncovering the limitless spectrum of your authentic self.